The world as we know it is gone. What we called the mad virus appeared out of nowhere. It made people turn extremely violent, aggressive, and unrestrainable. Soon later, the infected became bloodthirsty, more like vampires than human. There was chaos, panic, and war for survival. Desperate people were just as dangerous as the virus itself. Even our loved ones could become a threat. The infection spread quickly throughout the entire globe. Every region, every country, every city. Drastic measures were taken to get rid of the infected, but they all failed. The last chance for those who seemed immune was to hide in underground shelters, ones that we improvised in garages and basements, loaded with food, water, and air filtration systems. These were the places where we survived, sealed from the outside. For so long, we waited for any signal, any info that a cure had been found, or the situation stabilized. Instead, we listened as the world grew quiet. Our resources were becoming depleted. Life support systems were failing. And just as we were losing all hope, we received a distant call.
To all survivors, the infection is in decline. Seek others and rebuild.
This was the impulse we needed. There were others out there. We could come back to the surface. No more hiding. From the ruins of the old world, we will build our new home.
Our once familiar neighborhood, here in Senoia, Georgia, looks nothing like it did years ago, since the infection. Coming out of Crooks Grocery Store, where we've been hiding for years, we finally decide to make our move.
Operator, this is First Squad Leader. We made our way out. The neighborhood looks deserted. We'll have to scavenge the nearby buildings for any useful resources.
Okay, find something to eat as fast as possible.
It's been years since we locked ourselves in this store, but our supplies have run low. We wasted no time sending out a scout party, searching for supplies that we so desperately need.
Waiting orders.
Only the bravest
Operator.
came forward, willing to put their lives on
Ready
the
for
line
action.
to get the supplies that we needed, to see
Operator.
what was out in the world
We're on
that
the
we
move.
abandoned years ago. We sent those not willing to fight the undead to gather wood, metal, and other materials that we could use to help us rebuild. We hit the ground running. Although this is the first time in years that we felt the sunlight touch our faces, we didn't have time to sit around.
Waiting orders.
We had to get to work, and we had to move fast, for we didn't know what the world had waiting for us.
There's nothing left. Let's do it. Sir, the crates are in the HQ. We have to think what to scavenge first. It will be best to check some shops or warehouses. We're on the move.
Okay, I'll point you where to go.
Let's do it.
Chief, I will speak on behalf of the other citizens. Let us go and adapt the buildings to
Operator.
suitable shelters, so we won't spend a single more night underground.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Roger. We're on the move.
We made our decision and we know there's no going back. We had to find another building for the rest of us. so we can expand, so we can live, and retake this land that was once ours.
We're on the move. We're on the move. Sir, the sun is getting low. We don't know what's going to happen during the night. We can continue our scavenging operations in the dark, but that will be way more dangerous than waiting until sunrise.
Carry on. We need those resources.
Sir, it is too dangerous for unarmed civilians to work after nightfall. Everyone will return home.
Okay, let's be safe.
Wrap it up, folks. Time to call it a day.
Our first day on the surface went well and without incident, but we couldn't bring our teams home. We needed those supplies, even if that meant fighting the
Going
undead.
there. We're on the move. Sir, we just saw a group of infected. They might not be aware of our presence yet.
Get ready to fight.
Our teams were ready. We've been hiding for years and we won't hide any longer. We're taking back the surface,
Receiving.
and we need these supplies. If it's a fight this horde is looking for, it's a fight they'll get.
Let's do it. Going there.
Our first of many battles with the undead. And even though this victory gave our survivors a much needed morale boost, we didn't have time to stop.
We're on the move. Sir, we just found a car that looks drivable. Let's try to make it run again.
Okay, try it.
Operator,
We found this car in front of a restaurant that I helped build and worked at when I was a teenager. The car was covered in blood and smelled of whiskey. I wonder who left it here.
there's nothing left.
Adaptation complete.
Now we had space for our survivors. We needed space for our supplies.
Waiting orders.
Stop working. Start winding down. for
On
some
my
rest.
way.
With progress being made in a working car, we prepare for our second
On my
night.
way. Operator. Going there. Another one incoming. Sir, it's almost nightfall. We can already see some infected coming out of their lairs.
Okay,
They're breaking into our
get
building.
ready to defend the zone.
There are some infected around here.
The infected are pillaging a building.
Infected incoming.
evening, everybody.
Operator.
Time to earn your living.
We survived our second night, but we knew things weren't going to get easier.
Receiving.
We had to continue our search for supplies, things that would help us.
There's nothing left. Chief, we found some seeds in one of the buildings. Looks like grain. There were some farming tools as well. Maybe we could use this to start cultivating the land again.
Okay, bring that in.
We should have a place where we can cook meals for our citizens. This will make our people much happier, too.
Okay, let's build a
No
cookhouse.
more to find.
We're never going to make it long term just by scavenging the remnants of what was left. This is what we needed to help us reclaim the surface. We sowed the seeds of our future close to our settlement to give our survivors some hope when they gazed out the windows.
The moon seems so close to the Earth tonight, reflecting the sunlight. The sky is perfectly clear. It's almost as bright as the day. There should be no infected on the street tonight.
Reporting.
That's good. We can use a quiet night.
Our survivors slept soundly, knowing that the infected won't be beating down the doors. But our scouts wasted no time,
Operator.
using this time to their advantage,
On my way.
continuing their search for supplies and resources that we so desperately need.
Let's do it.
Adaptation done.
As our survivors continue to work the fields and scout, we finished our warehouse, giving us plenty of room to store our resources. We had living quarters for our survivors, and we had a warehouse for our resources, but we needed to start thinking about how to keep them safe. Watchtowers seemed like the best idea. With the fields finished and one of two watchtowers built, we prepared for our fourth night. It didn't take long before the infected took to the streets.
Receiving. Roger. We're on the move. Roger. Infected incoming. There are some infected around here.
The door won't hold much longer. The door won't hold much longer.
Infected incoming. Hostiles inbound.
Our building is under attack.
Ready for action.
We survived the night, and even though we prepared for the worst, it never really came. We took a little bit of damage, but nothing we can't recover from. And as our scouts waited for another attack of the infected, slowly, over the horizon, the sun rose. Our survivors are beginning to have hope, As day after day,
Morning,
we seem to
everybody.
be okay.
Time to earn your living.
Reporting.
Wrap it
Going
up,
there.
folks. Time to call it a
Waiting
day.
orders. On my way.
Another day without a major incident. We finish the cookhouse and the other watchtower. Things seem to be looking up. And as luck would have it, no attacks tonight either.
Let's do it.
Even though I know it was a waste of resources, I sent a scout team to my old house. I thought maybe with all the good luck we've been having, there might be something or someone left. Of course, there was nothing.
Search done. Sir, we've spotted some people. They're probably armed. They could have seen us too, but I can't tell if they're friendly. What should we do?
Approach them friendly.
Receiving. Let's do it. Operator. Roger. Ready for action. Going there.
They were armed, but they were people,
Time to
not
sleep,
infected.
everyone.
Waiting orders. Roger.
Honestly,
Reporting.
we
Going
could
there.
use all the hands we could get. Maybe if we talk to them, it'll be okay.
Receiving.
Such a shame. Could have really used those people.
Operator. Operator.
Those supplies look good too. Time to get back and prepare for the infected to attack.
Let's do it. Ready for action. We're on the move. Ready for action.
A full moon. Lucky us. Another uneventful night.
Building clear. Chief, we found some survivors. They've been living in terrible conditions for the last few years. We could bring them in, but will we be able to feed them?
Bring them in.
We could use the hands. If we don't have the room, we'll make the room. Survivors are survivors. If they want to come join us,
Reporting.
they're more than welcome.
Clear.
With another day of surviving behind us, we finally found enough guns and people to make another squad. This time with assault rifles. With all the good luck we've been having lately, we feel something off. We know that something is wrong and something is coming.
There are some infected around here. Heads up, there are some infected dogs incoming fast.
Shoot them down.
We need a workspace where we can experiment and re-engineer all the pre-pandemic technology. We could store all the books there, too. Let's build a research center and assign the most technical minds there.
Okay. Let's do this.
Chief, did you hear that? There must be hundreds of them. I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Get ready to defend the zone.
Yeah, too good to be true. Tonight was gonna be rough.
Receiving. Infected incoming. incoming! Reporting. Let's do it. Another one incoming! Waiting orders. On my way.
The door won't hold much longer.
Receiving. We're on the move. Let's do it. Operator, roger. Reporting. Roger.
With the rest of the night being quiet, our survivors can breathe again. But they know this won't be easy. They know they have to work. They know they have to fight. The infected are still out there. Is there a way to cure them? Is there a way to stop this? Is it even possible for us to reclaim the place that we once called our own? We don't know, but we're gonna try.